I don't know how much time I have on this whenever it stops. I was thinking today as I was in class, learning about the different parts of the brain, anatomy, thinking about human interactions, thinking about very smart people who readily accept things from other people without necessarily asking what, when, where, why. I noticed the beginning of when I started college, every class, what is critical thinking, right? And they have class after class of what it is. And I spoiled one of the teachers, or kind of, let's just say I shortened her class. I wasn't rude. What is critical thinking? No one in the room knows. Like, people are drooling at the mouth. You know, deep thought, this, that, whatever. Very simple. Like 4 or 5 steps. You do it every day, or maybe not, as I'm going to talk about. Someone comes up to you, he's trying to sell you something. 4 or 5 questions come up. One is, what do you got there? What's it made? Where is it made? How much does it cost? And why do I need it? And maybe a 5th question is, maybe I don't need it, but your smile is distracting me from my thoughts on my non-biased thoughts of chemical reactions in my brain. And I really spoiled this woman's like, I took away her whole 45-minute speech. And it's in this touchy-feely, hypersensitive, hyper-reactive society that we live in nowadays, which is perpetuated by the internet, is one, because they happen as is, and other things that are don't have any delayed reaction, that you don't have to wait for things. We stopped, at some point, people stop asking. And a smile, really, is almost the frosting on the cake and a trap to destroy a person. And I want to talk about this because when someone smiles to you or comes to you when you're vulnerable, and maybe their intentions are good, and if they are, great, but you have to understand that this world is not a happy cake, big liberal arts campus. People will take advantage of you. You need to be ready for that. And those 4 or 5 questions of critical thought and that non-biased space that you need to make in your mind between you and the person need to exist. Because if they don't, you'll be conned. And I was thinking about this in every aspect, in religion, in politics, etc. And looking at correlations between the two. And definitely when people go from one religious extreme to another. People not accepting reality and adopting a pseudoscience, adopting that idea as science, adopting that idea as fact, truth.